Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back up here. I want to say thank you guys for the new subscribers. Thank you for all the help and support. If you need some personal assistance, you can contact me at the email below. All right. Probably after the yesterday's energies in there, you went into, you're gonna find out that every time when we have this moment of we are creating this mess, these situations, and there, all of a sudden there's something happens that helps out to clear out, even through other people, either through different shifts, different energies for it, because yeah, in order shift to happen, shit has to happen, right? And that is a following from yesterday's energies in there. And you're going to find out that today the divine is going to be coming out like putting out the fire. That's why I put this picture of the firefighter putting out the fires within you, within the authority, calming down all this intensified energies about like it's going to be okay. You're going to be changed. You're going to be transformed. You're going to be shifting from this caterpillar cocoon into a butterfly, and it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be survive. You're gonna be turning to something new, something beautiful. You're gonna be in this powerful moments of changing it to yourself. But a lot of the people opposing, they don't want to change. They don't want to resist. They're resisting in there. And this is what happens. Is one of the divine has a plans for you, which is they're better than the plans you're making. In there, you don't listen to divine, and this is going to be this going against the flow. Is going to be triggered divine interventions. So divine interventions can be in a way of good for you. It can be bad for you. If you're resisting against divine energies, your plans are failing, nothing works according to your plans, and you're blaming the divine doesn't support you. While the divine says like this is not the road to go. While on the other side, it is if you're going with the flow, the divine provides you everything that it needs to be for you. And you're gonna see in it today's charts there for. By the way, I love your comments, guys. To it, great. I had a great comments for. So hopefully, I'm gonna be getting this throat a little bit better of this cold. But I'm gonna be making some video. We'll see how the things is gonna come and rolls out with that for. But with that being said, in there. Let's go over to the energies. Let's see, what is it cooking? What do we have? Well, it's a 1 o'clock energy as you see it. Okay, a lot of green, right? It's not only to the lot of green, it is also to the moon that moved into that last degrees of Leo and the first degrees of Virgo. As that's the moon, it's going to be going into Virgo in a late afternoon. Overnight is going to be there for sure. To it, we're going to have this divine experience in there. Your intuition is going to be work in there. The situations that you're going to be. That is it. The healing after you've been why I'm so stubborn, why I didn't get what I want, why I didn't get any there, and so forth. And as the moon, it is squaring Uranus. That is what it comes in. Going against the flow is not going to be helping out. Okay. Hopefully, the people who are stubborn in there for understanding this to it, the divine has that purpose. It's this yacht between Pluto and Neptune, okay, towards the moon. It is like, hey, we are changing your subconsciousness thinking, and we are going to be changing for your transformations. Stop being like that. You cannot control everything, cannot be control freak, you cannot be living on fears. Everything is okay, nothing is gonna happen. Stop be acting like a child, okay? Leo, fifth house, children's, right? Growing up and maturing. So with this energies at 1 o'clock, as we say, in the midheaven is gonna be at Scorpio with um, with the sun and with Mars in there. And this is going to be that going against the flow transformations. But that is at 1 o'clock that is going to be. And early in the morning, that energy is going to comes in and remind you, because that energy at 1 o'clock is going to be rising up about 7 to 8 o'clock energies. So this is what it's important. What are you telling yourself there at night? But excuse me. But what happened at night? You went out to bed with what? With Mars in your mind. The Mars energies there were. So as you're waking up with the Mars energies in the top of your head, in there, that is about like, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to change, I'm not going to be changing because of this, and so forth, so forth. When a divine says, like, I'm not going to give you choices, and you're going to feel like, I'll change it to your directions. Whatever you're trying in your plan, it's not going to work. That is a kind of like explained within the Bible. Is the guy who wanted to travel with the donkey, and the angel was a pair of herons, like stopping the donkey, and the guy got mad, and to the donkey started beating up the donkey. And the angel appears to him and says, like, don't go there. The stone's gonna come out, you're gonna die, and that's what we are stopped. But you don't realize it, the things, until the divine interventions doesn't come out. So without being set up here, be careful with how you're doing it with your authority, because both authorities, we're talking about mid-heaven and the sun itself, prospectively, they are in the most two intensive zodiac signs and there we're talking about Leo Scorpio situations for. And 8 o'clock, that energy with the authority is going to come out too, as the mid-heaven is going to be approaching to these divine energies with the moon in there. You see it, those divine energy of subconsciousness talking into you. That is the wisdom when you're losing a battle, you're losing a things, that you're realizing that maybe that was not a battle, that you should have fight it from the beginning. Some of the people, they're going to be making that U-turn because of the divine, but the people who doesn't make the U-turn, they're actually going to be going those intense energies. And be mindful of those intense energies. Some of the people ask me, or there was a question in the group in there, how many times dark night of the soul is going to come in. As many as you need it, until you don't learn. You have to go with the flow. So with that energies going against that and as the authority right now, as you see it, the sun is looking at that north node. This is why I replied there was a great comment in the yesterday's report in there. When you have so many tensions, so many situations and so forth, number one, you need to look at it. Where is your north node? Because north node points out, why did you came here? North node points out why did you came here. The current north node, it's pointing out of what you need to work on right now at this current moment present of time. Since that north node is in areas, guess what? You're working on yourself. Okay? But the people who are focused of, oh, this person has to do this for me because I cannot do it. This person has to give it to me because I cannot make it. This person is supposed to be. This person is my family. They have to take care of me. This person is my boyfriend, my girlfriend. It's called codependency. So both codependencies, zodiac signs, that's Scorpios and Leo. Okay, they are the ones that actually have this fatal attraction in there to it. But with Pluto being right there between Capricorn and Aquarius in there, is like this has to be changed. Codependency has to be changed. And as you see, this Mars has been in a Cancer and it's gonna be there for a while, guys. It is about to put back the proper family parents within there, because when you grow in a proper and safe environment in there, guess what? You will be continued to passing that safe environment as a family going forward. You can pass the wisdom, you can grow, you can evolve the wisdom, you can evolve the culture. And this is related into a Pluto entering Aquarius. We cannot anymore bring the old BS, the old styles, the old crap We cannot act in totalitarian, this dictatorships. Dictatorship is when we are dictating what the others has to do. Okay, the other have to understand themselves and understand what they need to do and why they have to do it. That is the difference there. When you have this communications, but that first begins where? Within yourself. So without energies, the divine is going to be interfere as you see it throughout the day. Midheaven is going to go to Virgo at 9 o'clock. The ascendant is going into Scorpio. That is going to trigger the moon, but the moon, it's the most influence right now, that Pluto and Neptune. Basically, the divine is going to come in through your intuition. It's going to be speaking loud and clear to you. But if you're fighting those messages, if you're going against the universe, God bless your soul. Okay, God bless your soul. Don't come down later on, it says like, Dio, I went through the dark night of the soul. Oh, you triggered that thing because you resisted the divine energies in there. So you need to heal. You need to heal your authority. When you heal your authority, it's like, okay, you don't want to do it, that's fine. You don't want to act like it's okay. I'm going to be learning how to do things on me. I'm going to be building this independence with myself. And then when I'm with somebody, I'm going to be in an interdependence. I'm not going to be in a codependency, because the codependency creates all the issues within me, and I have to constantly ask him for something or make you something or asking you to do something for it because I don't like what you do. You have to do this. This is also part of codependency in there. While we're trying to understand the other person, why he does the things that he does, and if something needs to be changed, has to be communicated, and the person have to understand what they need to change. Okay, so this is the part of the Scorpio energies in there, and this is what, as you see it in there, the Ascendant and Mercury, they're under the Chiron and Jupiter yacht up here. And those energies that's gonna come out, and hopefully they're gonna be working on you to heal. All right, 10 o'clock, more divine energies in there as the midheaven is pointing out towards Chiron and Mercury. The things is getting very interesting as they've been since yesterday. The ascendant is still at Scorpio. That can trigger a lot of this darkness that's gonna come out. There's a vibrations, there's a heat, and so on. But if you're healed, if you are growth, if you matured, if you have great energies within yourself, between your authority and intuition, nothing's gonna bother you. Okay? But if you don't, on that personal level, because the moon and the sun, they're personal planets in there, you won't be able to grow, which is Jupiter, it's collective planet, because you show up your growth within the community, within the society. Jupiter in its own way is in sixth house with Chiron that says like, oh, you went through this, you evolved through this, you moved through this energies. And that's how the people are. You know, I've been through you, I know how I was, this is what I did, I changed myself, and this is what I'm going to be because I'm working currently on this and this. Now you're an example for that. Aquarius energies, anybody? Okay, talking about the next hour at 11 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be going through the past. It's about the south node situations there. Two yachts are still going to be at in power. Ascendant is with Venus, powerful energies. You went through this love energies. If you're following these love energies, God bless your soul. If you're suppressing your fears to be in love, to expressing your love, to getting it in there, you're going to be suffering. If it's not a true love, if it's not a true situation, so you're gonna feel it in there inside of you. And Saturn is like, what is your consciousness is. So you have to look your consciousness, what you thought in the past. Maybe you're afraid of certain things from the past not to repeat itself. Okay, especially when it comes into your relationships in there. As a midheaven triggers the south node, which is the south node is your past experience that you already collected in there within yourself. But that midheaven, it's a very good positions with Venus, very powerful expression. Is like, you know what? Here is what some of the people don't understand. When you've been in rough situations within a relationship, you to be like, I had this, I went through this, I understood what is their fault, and I understood what is my fault, and I understand what I need to correct within myself. And that's how I am at the current moment of time. See, that is it when you open up the truth within the relationships, and there you don't open up with that truth in the relationship, Saturn is gonna asking you to be vulnerable, open. The love's gonna be asking you to be vulnerable and open, and no more hiding in there. All right, 1 o'clock. We talked 12 o'clock. I'm sorry. Energies in there is gonna come to it. Midheaven is going to be at Libra opposing Chiron. Of course, there's going to be some triggers, the things that going to be triggering you in there. That energy of the moon is going to be affecting that with Uranus, and we're talking about Mercury. You don't want to talk about bad about the universe in there. This is like, why the universe always does this, why the universe does all that. To Ascendant is going to be opposing Jupiter, because you're going to see something that you have not grown. Okay, it takes a grown-up personality to see its own fault and change itself. Okay, that is a part of maturity. That is a part why Jupiter is a retrograde as of right now, and we are currently doing a lots of revaluations, guys. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Pluto, they're all retrograde, including Chiron. They're retrograde, so you can heal from the past. You're dragging the past within you. I said that before. You're not going to reach that North Node. And this is why, if you don't know where is your North Node in your chart, go dig it up. Go find it. If you need some help, there is an email below. Okay? All right, the divine intervention is going to begin as 1 o'clock, guys. I open up. That was the energies of as I open up, guys. Again, advice in there as you see it right here. That's Mars. That it's coming. That is that squaring towards midheaven and the Sun, and going against Pluto. You're going against the transformations. It's not going to work. Currently, Pluto and Uranus, which is the sudden changes and transformations, they are in trine. They're all coming out. They're all coming to work in there. And right now, we're going forward. There is no more but this, but that, but so. No. You going on your own road, and the things doesn't go well. That is the moment that you should realize to stop going in that direction. Okay, but when the things going with peace, with the divine, with the flow, the divine reveals when you start walking. You see, the road begins to appear when you make the decisions to walk on the road. Otherwise, the road was not going to appear to you. You can always make a U-turns or a curve or escaping. As a lot of the people escaping to do and check their own selves in there. So later on, they're asking why I'm not happy. Well, the divine put the path of your happiness in front of you, but you say, I'm afraid of this road. Right? And now the divine has to create this so we can pour up the fire within you, as you're going to see a lot of divine interventions towards the moon and towards the sun, towards Mercury. Okay? And you're going to be seeing it. What they are: communications, intuitions, and authority. What you accept, what you understand, and how that level of awareness is within you. So things are gonna come harsh for some people, but the people who are in a good, guys, you ain't gonna have no problems. As in the next hour, that's gonna be at 2 o'clock. Midheaven is gonna be with Mercury, or you're gonna be talking about the divine like no tomorrow. The awakening people, they understand the proper way, the proper solutions, the proper energies, and so forth, and going off from that. Okay, advice always been given. The divine always giving you, put you the right people on your path. You can even walk through the streets, and you can hear someone gives you an answer to the worst questions inside of you yourself, because people discussing it the same thing through the gravity. We are in a collective field, and you're wondering, it's like, oh my God, I've heard the answer. But if you're angry, you don't hear what the people are talking about. You're not aware of what's going on around you. You don't know about what this is. Divine says, like, here we go, gives me the bell thump for it. You are not going to be able to hear it. So stay open, stay in your communications. Divine's going to come, Divine's going to be talking to you. Ascendant is at Capricorn. What do you need to do? Okay, Capricorn is like, okay, I understand everything. I develop my home, my house. I develop the things that I need to understand to protect and keep her up with the house and be in that Virgo situations in there. And then I understand I need to build it with professional way, right? And that is the growth from the communications that it's gonna comes in. And the higher stubbornness with Capricorn is when you pointing out the things that it needs to be, and they have to be professionally way. What is a Capricorn is going to be? Oh, you know more than me. Show me. And that is the only way. You show up and you given the example, and then the Capricorn is going to think you're the god. Okay, but that is the evolution from Capricorn into Aquarius. All right. Next hour at 3 p.m., the ascendant is going to be passing through Pluto. These divine energies with the moon is going to come out. As you see it, it's kind of like a green pentagram in there. But love. Okay? You're suppressing the love. You're suppressing the divine love within you. You're suppressing the things inside of it. You're going to be missing a lot of things. A lot of transformations, a lot of changes. You're going to be missing that beautiful North Node energies that it's coming right here. You're going to be missing the boat. Okay? So with this kind of like put yourself in this mind state of, let's see what the divine has for me. Stop looking your own vision, your own way situations, your own. It's like, okay, did you misread signs? Did you misunderstood things? Where is your love? What is the love set you should do? And you're going to figure things out as they're going to come out down in the late afternoon. All right, challenges, of course, challenges of the subconscious parents. It is about, well, what if this, what is that, what if this is not going to work, what is that not going to work, what is I'm going to be surviving, what am I going to be, all those fears. Saturn also represents fears, okay? And with fears of love in there, or fears about the love and how you're going to be in there, you got to express your fears, but you need to understand your fears, your illusions, your limitations, because where the fears are, that's what the inner work is. And some of you have to look at more deep into that energies, as the midheaven is with Chiron and opposing this Jupiter. Yeah, you gotta grow up, outgrow your fears. That doesn't mean you have to change your fears with a bigger fear. No, you're still gonna be in fear. You need to understand that the fear will exist. What you need to do is being comfortable with the fear, that you can overcome it. Whatever fears comes in, you're going to be able to overcome it. You're going to be able to handle it. And that is the path you are here. Okay? Because your ego is in fear, but your soul says, like, no fear, don't worry about it. You're going to be okay. And the divine's going to come in and tell you this, because that energy of Lilith, that fear in there towards Saturn is going to come up. What is your deepest fears? They're going to rise up. All right, going on forward, 5 p.m. Energies, ascendant is at Aries in there. midheaven is at Capricorn, looking at to that moon that just entering Virgo. It is about things within Earth and what I'm going to be doing on Earth. And that midheaven is squares the North Node. It's basically, usually when I see something squares the North Node or opposing the North Node in there, that's mean that in your personal charts, you are opposing yourself. You're opposing your own growth. If there is oppositions, you're going to be going through a lot of things to understand. To get to the level, you need to reach out to your personal goal. Why did you came here on Earth? Okay, so with this energy is going to come out, it's going to talk to you, and of course the divine is going to come and it helps. I mean, there is a lot of energies that's going to come and triggers right now. Midheaven, it's at Capricorn opposing Mars. Of course, the issues with Mars is gonna show up the unhealed wounds in there. There's gonna be some all that cracks, and if you have a fear, you allow the fear to walk within those cracks. In there, you open the door for them, you invited it. If you are anger and aggravations, you open up the aggravations to controls you. Mercury opposing ascendant. All right. Here is that energy of Taurus, that once a Taurus gets mad at you, they don't talk to you. That's it. Simple as that. They just basically, it's like there is no point to talk, there is no point of this and so forth. This is a Scorpio madness with Taurus stubbornness. That's it. This is kind of like the worst conflicts in there within the material world. Okay, because Taurus develops, Scorpio's using. Okay, and this is what in Scorpio you have to be very careful how you operate with the things of others, the material possessions of how you treating it others, how that you developing in there within others. Okay, but also that is a part of the intimacies in there. Okay, so things are not the way it seems. Okay, you have to look at it more deeper than just on the surface. All right, next hour, which is going to be at 7 p.m. Pluto is going to be very, very, because lack of the changes, lack of the transformations, and we spoke about these energies, but these energies get more intensified from the divine as the moon is walking into that, walking out of the last degree of Leo, walking within the first degree of Virgo. What was the wisdom in there a few months back? What was the wisdom you gained? The divine energies that you knew what they're supposed to do. Why you're not doing it? Okay, and with that energy, as the moon reminds you, don't go against the universe. You're gonna get a lot of those reminds. And Pluto says, like, you want everything, you want this. Nobody can serve you on the golden platter if you don't work for that golden platter. You want the universe to be your giver and so on. Where is the universe is gonna get that energy? From somebody? Just deliver it to you, because you're so special and so on and so on. You have to work it to earn it. Do you work? Do you present? Do you do something for the universe? So the universe can say, okay, here, I'm gonna pay you back. Here, you did something for me, I'm paying you. Okay, it's the same thing. You go into work in there, they give you some money. You don't work, you got no money, right? So this is that transformations in there is like realizing what we are supposed to do within ourselves. You know, it's in the finances is that pay yourself first formula. Some of the people don't understand that portion. When you take your salary, the first 10 or 20% of your salary, you're investing for your future to have money for retirement. That's what it is. You pay yourself first. Okay? And then you're managing your finances how it needs to be. But with that being said, you have an energy. You're investing in yourself. You're healing on yourself. You're working on yourself. And then that energy is going to be paying forward in your life. What you're doing it right now, it's going to be paid forward within your life. Okay? Investments doesn't return on the base of, oh, I invested today, tomorrow I'm going to get just 15% rate of return. It doesn't happen that way. The money I put it in, they're invested, they work so hard, the company got, let's say, 20% and they give 15 to you. But that happens over time. It's the same thing as within you. You do whatever you work within yourself, you're investing right now in yourself. So is the universe is investing. He's giving you the guidelines. But if you listen, you listen. If you're not, no change. All right. Talking about the change, in there you need to learn how to communicate yourself because of this Aquarius energies, the midheaven it's at Aquarius, the ascendant is with Jupiter. It's going to be required the growth. And the growth is coming. It's one way or another you're going to grow. You're going to mature. Maybe not now. That doesn't mean forever. Maybe in the next life. Maybe in the next 2 life. But you're going to be keep facing the same things over and over and over and over until you learn. Okay? Until you learn. And as you being aware of that, your awareness and understanding is evolving. And you go with the flow. Going against the flow is not going to help you at all. As you see this energies of midheaven towards Mercury is about how you're going to be telling other people, but also yourself. All right. 9 o'clock, the energies is going to be kind of like popping out again. It's just like, what do you do? There's going to be some these oppositions in there from Mars and Pluto, more and more intensified as Mars going more forward. That intensity between Mars and Pluto is going to be increasing in there. The Sun is going on more within Scorpio energies for. But the midheaven of Pisces is going to be about the emotions. And if you put your emotions in order, if you have this very good connections between the Sun and the Moon up here, and you getting at those positive situations with this, you are going to be the winner. You're going to be the winner. Okay? The divine is still going to be talking to you. I spoke about a few days ago as Mercury is going to come up here. He's here. What are you going to be hearing though? What are you going to hear? Okay, the next hour, which is going to be at 10 o'clock, the midheaven is still going to be at Pisces. The ascendant is going to be very close to Mars. As you see it, there is this beautiful blue kite up here. It's done. Very powerful energies. If you're understanding, no problem. I mean, I spoke about this. Your subconscious awareness, when it comes consciousness, you expand within your brain and things got to get better. You're going to be able to feel, hear, understand, comprehend, and behave much better because you have more capacity to operate from it. Okay? When you don't have, that's what the evolutions is about. If you haven't evolved to that positions, you are fighting against evolution. And this is what the divine is telling you. Evolve with the divine. Improve yourself. Things is going to get better. Things is going to be right. So to people, they don't. They want to control. And they think that they are in a control because the divine doesn't exist. And then that is a problem. Big problem. Because those big problems leads to that big wars. And lately, guys, we've been going at 11 o'clock with that energies of Mars. And this is why Mars is going to be retrograding there. Old patterns, old situations. It's like, oh, well, this is not right. It should be correct. Oh, this is not good. It should have been. Oh, I have to change this. Oh, this person. Oh, that person. Oh, my father, my mother, they have to help me. All my uncles and so on, my brothers, my sister, and ah, you need to leave the family behind. You're just looking at inside of you there. Stop looking at the other people, what they did, and there. Divine, it's telling you about. You need to go and build yourself. Okay. As the moon is going into Virgo, this is going to be a very healthy transformations because guess what? The moon is in yacht between Pluto and the North Node. So look what you have in that degrees. We spoke about this before. Okay, Venus was there, Mercury was there, the Sun went out through there. You already know all this. All I have to do right now is the reminder. And that's what the moon is going to be doing, is that reminder in there of those healing patterns in there. Because those healing patterns, as the midheaven is up here within the North Node, it is about to show you where you need to go, with what you need to go, with the love, with the understanding. And as the Ascendant and Mars, they're also involved with all these energies, that it's the feminine and masculine understanding of the both sides of two extremes. You need to understand one thing. If you choose the one extreme, you never understand the other extreme. But when you kind of like put yourself back and you look at the both two extremes, what is they teaching you? You're going to find the energies, the divine energies of this understanding. Then you're going to have a peace with those both two extremes. And guess what? You're going to be moving forward with the peace. And I hope that what the divine is trying to tell you about this responsibilities with yourself, you to improve your life for better. So that's what it was, the Asto-Gravitational report, guys. Thank you so much for all the help and the support. I appreciate you for watching, for the clicks, the likes, and I will see you the next time. Be love, guys, and let me give you some hearts of love. So take it as much as you need it. Be love, guys.